Hey everybody, this is Sarah Griffith with Scaped Outdoors, and today I'm going to actually talk to you about the process of how to be more prepared when you go to request a quote. So what I'm going to do today in this video is give you some tips that you may want to consider doing before you request a quote, or if you've requested the quote, you may want to do these things and think about these things in the meantime before we show up to do the estimate for you. So first things first, I just want to say congratulations, because I know that for a homeowner, the process of getting a quote, particularly for a hardscape job, is exciting because it means that something beautiful is about to be created in your own backyard. And I know that right now you're standing, maybe looking outside thinking, I just don't see it, or this feels like really a long ways away. The truth is it's not, and whenever it's finished, it's going to be absolutely beautiful, and it'll be a space that you come to love for years and years to come. So anyways, with that being said, I hope that your mindset can change from, oh, I gotta get a quote, I gotta shop around, I gotta do all these things, to, oh my gosh, I'm taking the first step towards making this project a reality, and I'm excited about it. So start to view quotes that way. So we're going to talk about how do you make it fun. And the first thing is learning, what do you like? What are you hoping to create outside at your own home? And that starts by you kind of doing a little bit of dream boarding or making a vision board and looking at what are the patterns, what are the stones, what themes do you feel really work well for your home, that they're attractive to you. So this is where you do a little bit of design planning. You look at your vision and you decide, how am I going to make this a reality? So what I'm going to encourage you to do is step number one, to get online and look at what is it that you like. I want you to look at we have two manufacturers that we really love. The first is EP Henry and the second is Oberfields. So what you're going to do is go to their website. You can go to their social media channels and you're going to just browse. Some of you who are on Pinterest, you may even want to get on Pinterest and get some ideas for as far as design patterns go. But this is the time where you just start to look. So for example, when we were doing our own projects, this was the book that I used. And I remember going through here and really loving that particular stone. So we just marked on the page. There were times where I would just look through here and I would sometimes rip out pages, but I had a vision and my husband had a vision that we wanted to create for our own house. So with that being said, I want you to decide what is it that you like. So get online and start looking. The next thing that you're going to do is you are going to, from there, you're going to ask yourself, what is my budget? So do you have a budget in mind? Do you know what a project like this costs? Do you know the average cost of pavers? Have you compared this project to an alternative? So say, for example, you're thinking about a concrete driveway, but you're also thinking about a paver driveway. What are the pros and cons? What is the good things about using a paver versus just using poured concrete? What's the longevity of it? What is this going to do for your home? So start to think about the value of your home. So start to think about those kind of things as you're planning your budget. Even think about, how are we paying for this? Are we going to be paying with a home equity line of credit? Are we going to be needing to get our resources from somewhere before we begin this process? So just know ahead of time what you're ready for, and also so that you don't have sticker shock when you learn the cost of this. So in the event that you've never researched the cost of a paver, please do that just so that, again, you're prepared and you're ready and you know what the average prices are. Next, I want you to realize that hardscape is an art, and that means that it's custom. It's really exciting, and not everybody does hardscape. So you can drive through your neighborhood and you'll see that not every driveway in the neighborhood is a paver driveway. Not every swimming pool that's out back is lined with pavers. These are beautiful extra works, extra pieces that you're going to add to your home. And that means that it is an investment, but it also means that it's an investment of time. It's a very detailed project that we want to take very seriously. But anyways, just know that hardscape's an art, and I want you to start thinking of it that way. So when you're choosing Kevin to do this, you're choosing him to be your artist. I already talked to you once about this, but think about the value of your home. How can Pavers and Hardscape add to the value of your home? How can you create that wow factor? So when we really were deciding for our own home, because we chose to do Pavers, but we really thought about it a lot. We actually spent almost a year and a half making our decisions. What kind of pavers do we want? What brand do we want to choose? Should we do the paver versus concrete? We really thought hard about it. And we did decide to go that route. So everything in our home, our driveway, our back patio, our play area for our children, where our hot tub is, all of it is made with using paver materials because number one, we love the look of it and the aesthetics, but number two, we also knew what it would do to the value of our home. So we saw it as a really good investment. Now, another thing to think about is dates. So for some of you, you have dates in mind that are really important. You may want your project finished for the 4th of July, or perhaps you have your child graduating high school this summer and you're going to throw a party. When is it? Okay, so keep your dates in mind, and we want you to be upfront with us in the beginning. Share what your date is, share when you hope to have the project finished by. But also remember that you have to consider our calendar too. So in Western Pennsylvania, finding a hardscaper it's even though there's lots of us, it's hard to get someone who comes when you ask them to, who communicates with you regularly. We know this because we were homeowners ourselves in the process of getting quotes and trying to get dates set up, and we know that it's sometimes more challenging than you would think it should be. So keep your dates in mind, keep ours in mind. Realize that if we give you a quote for something, you have 30 days to accept or reject the quote. And then from there, we will get started. We'll talk to you about design. So Kevin will put your project through our design software. We'll give you some ideas of what this could look like. That's when it really gets exciting. And then from there, we'll send over our contract. Once you sign the contract, we pretty much get started with putting you on our calendar and making the job official. So with that being said, realize that if you get a quote from us and then you kind of sit on it for a month or so, we're not able to necessarily just put you on the calendar the next week. So please, 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 we want to be respectful of your dates and your time, but please also be respectful of ours and just know that we're going to try our best, but it's hard to get on the calendar. And also keep in mind materials. So some of your materials that you may want, maybe you want to order a pergola in, or maybe you want this special fire pit kit that's got all these crazy custom colors or whatever. Just remember, it has to be ordered in. So sometimes it can take 3 weeks to a month for your materials to arrive. Sometimes less, but sometimes longer. So just keep all of these things into consideration when you're getting ready to plan your project. Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, is Scaped Outdoors the right fit for me? Here's how you're going to know. You're going to know by the way that you watch our social media. You're going to see how we show up for our customers, the type of service experience that we're going to give. We want to be known in this town as the people who give some of the best in class customer service and who also are very good at communication. We want to communicate with you through the whole process, through your job, and we want you to feel like we're all on one big team. And so with that being said, we hope that we're the right fit for you, but we know that for some of you that takes time. Building that trust takes time. So we're going to encourage you to follow us on social media. Watch our Instagram. On Instagram, you will see that we share stories of the job. So we'll share images of how the projects are coming along. Same with on Facebook. So you can follow us over there. Our YouTube channel will be primarily used for education resources. So we'll make different videos to help you not just with the design process, but also even once you make your purchase and you have these products in your backyard, we want to help you to take good care of them and have them have a nice longevity. So anyways, we appreciate you watching this. We hope that you will reach out to get your free quote. Those quotes will be arranged within 24 hours. So when you call, someone will be in touch. You can call, you can fill out the form. Someone will be in touch to set up an appointment to come out and see you guys and get started. And then last but not least, if this video has been helpful for you, or you know a friend that maybe is getting started with a job and they have never done a quote before, they've never requested one, send it over their way. Educate them, help them know what to do beforehand and how to be better prepared for when the time comes that you're that your person shows up outside and they say, okay, what do you want done? You want to be able to say, oh, I love this, here's my budget, here's when I need it by. You want to really feel empowered with your conversation. And again, it's going to help us as your hardscaper or your excavator to be able to get you started correctly and on time and within your budget. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.